What's up, my little unicorns, new and old? It's your girl, West Indie Ray, and we're back again with another information-filled video. So today's video is another highly requested and highly awaited video, and it is going to be about how to make my love potion. Now, with everything that is going on right now, it's a very crazy time in the world. It's always been a crazy world, but right now things are certainly at some sort of peak. I wanted to come on here and show you guys something that has not only helped me with my hair growth and health, but also with my manifestation practice as well. During these times when you have Black lives being disrespected, you have Black trauma being put on display, all these terrible things, also in the midst of this crazy wild pandemic, it is super important to stay vigilant, to stay protected, and also understand that your manifestation doesn't stop because of everything else that's going around in the world. Just because things are really crazy right now and Mother Earth is acting like she's about to give us these hands for treating her so bad for all of these years, that does not mean that we cannot still manifest the realities that we want, the realities that we should have, and the realities that our ancestors have prayed so long for us to have. We have to remember our ancestors prayed for this, and we're still here, we're still fighting, and we are still thriving in so many ways that will lead to our victory. So right now it's super important for us to manifest just like they did, whether it be abundance, whether it be freedom or love, like I'm going to show you how to do today. Now, this recipe is a little bit different from the one that I usually use on my hair just because of the inclusion of one additional ingredient. But as they say, it's not about the herbs, it's about the intention. So as long as you go into it with the right intention and with this extra special ingredient, I think it'll even heighten the effects of this oil. The last time that I made this oil, I actually did it with my mother, and through that process and through applying it to my hair, I gained beautiful, healthy locks, and I also fell in love with who I believe to be my soulmate. So I hope that this recipe helps you attract exactly what you need right now, and also gives you the confidence to allow you to really go on in life manifesting with good intention. So I'm so excited. Without further ado, let's get into it. I wrote some notes down just so that I can ensure that my information is accurate. So please excuse me if I'm looking at my phone a little bit. It's not because I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just because I want to make sure that, you know, I'm on point with everything. I don't like lying to you guys. You don't want to be lied to, do you? So what you need is a glass bottle, preferably an amber bottle, but if you don't have an amber bottle, that's fine. Just a glass bottle that will not contaminate your oil. One that also has a really good lid on it so it will seal out any like bad bacteria or any moisture or anything like that. You need your carrier oil and you need your essential oils for love. The carrier oil that I'm using is sweet almond oil just because I love using that on my hair and my skin. I might also add a little bit of dash of jojoba oil in there. It's not necessary, it's just that's who I am. I'm extra, I have the resources right now on hand, so I'm just gonna do that. But if you wanted to use jojoba oil, you could use that as well. That oil, I'm gonna warn you, is more expensive than sweet almond oil in my experience. But you can also use oils like grapeseed, olive oil, avocado oil. So yeah, this is definitely manifesting in hair health, but I also want it to smell a certain way that is going to actually like attract people, sort of like a perfume would. So that is the reason why I would not use coconut oil for this recipe in particular. I like sweet almond oil because it's light, non-greasy, and my hair always feels really nourished after I use it. So the essential oils that I'm going to use are ylang ylang, clary sage, jasmine, patchouli, sandalwood, my signature citrus scents, which are lemon and grapefruit, and my homemade ginger oil. So my next video is actually going to be about how I make my homemade ginger oil. If you're watching this video late, I'll have that linked right up here as well as in the description box below. And if you're watching it on time because you have the little bell notification and you're subscribed to my channel like you should be, then you'll just have to wait till next week. But you know, since you have the bell on, you'll know when it comes out, like you'll be the first to know. So first, you want to set your intentions for this oil. My intention is always to manifest love in my life and the confidence that I need to attract it. Because you do need confidence in order to manifest. You need to have 100% certainty that you are going to get what you want, because doubtful energy cannot manifest good things. So now that we know what oils I'm going to be putting in, I'm going to go over why I'm putting each oil inside of this love potion, and at the end I will tell you how much of each I put. I think it's very important to know what your intention is going to be when you put these oils in, not only just for, you know, the regular manifestation purposes, but if you are a person who only has a couple of these oils, you can still make your own love potion in your own way. It might not be as elaborate or include so many things as mine does, but you can still make your love potion with that intention. if you have only a couple of these oils. So I just want to tell you what they are so that, let's say you don't have an oil collection, you know which ones to go out and get. So for the ylang ylang, the sweet floral aroma is known to calm anxiety and relax inhibitions. It's also known to enhance relationships and heighten sexual energy, which strengthens attraction. It pairs very well with my next pick, which is clary sage. Also, I want to note that when I talk about sexual attraction, I don't mean like this is gonna get you laid. I don't mean like go out here and do wild things. That's not what I mean at all. I just mean that attraction, that primal instinct between two people, okay? It's similar to how they put pheromones in perfumes. Like, that's what we're doing here, but just on a more natural, holistic level. My next pick, like I said, is clary sage, which is known to assist women during menstruation. It's also an aphrodisiac that has a beautiful musky scent to it, which, by the way, is one of my favorite like scent palettes, musky scents, or whatever you call it. I just love musky scents. This oil is very good for relaxation. Jasmine is my next pick, and it's one of my favorites. It's an aphrodisiac oil that owns the word sultry. It's really good for boosting your mood, and it's also known to promote confidence. Historically, jasmine oil is known to be used in childbirth because it's said to balance out feminine energy. So all of my doulas out there, make sure you have some jasmine oil on deck for your births. Up next is patchouli, which is also one of my favorite scents, and it has been used for a long time as an aphrodisiac as well. This relaxing scent, typically found in my diffuser, is known to help rekindle desire. So if you're in a situation to where maybe your flame is flickering, definitely make sure you put some patchouli inside of your love potion. Sandalwood is another favorite because of its deep and woody scent. I find scents like this particularly alluring because they are so sultry. This scent promotes feelings of sexuality in men and is also known to relax the nerves. Now, I typically put my signature citrus scents in all of my blends because they are my mom's favorite scents. She really liked grapefruit and lemon. I also throw them in there because I feel like they make everything just a lot more well-rounded and bright. You want to have depth in your like scent profile. You don't want to just have like complete musky, dark, woody smells. That's very monotone. You want to have a little bit of brightness in there to kind of like lift everything up and make the scent a lot more well-rounded. In addition to that, citrus scents actually enhance focus, which you will need to manifest your desires. Lastly, my anti-inflammatory ginger oil can be used both topically and internally for so many things. In this case, it's been known to promote hair growth, increase blood flow, and that's really good for your scalp as well. And it produces a very arousing aroma depending on how you make it. Mine doesn't really have much of a scent at this point, just because of the way that I make it, but it still has all of those beneficial like holistic properties. It's also known to boost confidence and courage. It also feels really good on the scalp as it is a warming oil, and it's often used for massages. So, you know, you got your love potion, you got your man, and you want to give him a nice little massage, use this ginger oil and he will thank you for days. I'm not saying that because like I've experienced it or anything. I'm just saying that because like that's what I've been told. And just as an honorable mention, other health benefits for ginger include helping with arthritis and muscle pain. Also, please note that these are not magical oils meant to put a spell on your crush. They're manifestation tools that will promote confidence within you to go out and get whatever it is that you desire. Now, as far as the number of drops of each oil I put inside of my love potion, I use 6 drops of each starting out. The reason why I do this is because the single number 6 by itself is known as the number for unconditional love, nurturing, emotional depth, inner wisdom that you'll need when picking a mate, and balance. It's also said to be one of the most feminine numbers, if not the most feminine as well. A lot of people associate it with like family and pregnancy and things like that, so be careful. I use the number 6 with intention, and if I feel like I'm being pulled to add more of one or the other, I allow myself to be guided in that direction. It also depends on what type of scents that you like and if you want to add like more of one or more of the other. Sometimes I even add a little bit of bergamot in mine just because I love the smell of bergamot and I put it in just about everything. Also, I think that it is important to add that I love the number 6 because it was my mother's life path number, and I just love thinking of her, and I do a lot of things with intention, like getting a tattoo that has a 6 and a 9 on it, as well as a necklace, and just thinking about my mom all day, every day. But you do not have to use the number 6 at all. You don't. just do you. I'm just letting you guys know how I make mine and what has worked for me. I also think that it's important to know that you can use any combination of these oils that you want. You can add other oils, you can take some out. My only hope is that my description of these oils helps guide you to what is going to actually work for you, like what you need to put in your love potion. The good news though is that you could buy many of these oils in sets so that you won't have to go and buy like big versions of each individual oil. My mother left these oils for me, but you can find oils at like Bell's, TJ Maxx, health food stores, and if you can, by all means, always try to go for the Black owned businesses. If I find any Black owned businesses, I'll be sure to let you guys know all over my social medias. And if you guys know any essential oil businesses that are Black owned, please feel free to drop them in my comments, because that is important right now and always, but especially right now. Literally with every passing day, it becomes more and more important. But whatever oils that you use, just make sure they are 100% essential oils and that they are safe to use topically. Something else that I almost forgot to mention about this oil, and I don't even know how because it's one of my favorite parts, I personally like to put a rose quartz crystal, a cleansed one. I cleanse it with sage or Palo Santo. Make sure you buy this ethically sourced, but you can actually cleanse a rose quartz crystal, which is really good for love, self-love, romantic love, any type of love, and you can drop that in your bottle of love potion and it will give you the benefits of the actual crystal. So after I get these oils together, I give them a nice shake and then I'm all ready to go. I store them in a cool and dry place, and I always make sure to smell the oil before I apply it to my body or my hair. So I realized I never really gave you a scent profile for this oil. It's a very subtle yet sultry and sweet aroma. I wear perfume and oils over this quite often and it never clashes, so it's not like offensive or anything that's like too powerful. I've never had these oils go bad on me, but from what I'm hearing, other people suggest that the shelf life for essential oil blends is about 6 months. I use my oils until they are finished, okay? But I also use a lot of oils, so you know, like I'm always making oils, I'm always using oils, so I've never really had that problem. I also try to stay away from using wooden items or plastic items or metallic items outside of, I believe, stainless steel, because they can degrade the quality of the oil and kind of like impact the nutrient value. And also, if you have wood and something's left over in the wood or plastic, harmful chemicals can seep into your oil and we do not want that to happen. So that's about it for my love potion. When I apply it, I usually pour them into one of these bottles with like a little applicator tip and hit my scalp really good with it. I don't have a problem using plastic for this just because it's only in there for a second. But if you guys have reservations, you can always just dip your fingers in and massage it in your scalp. I also use them while I pray and just anything spiritual, or if I'm doing my manifestation journal, I'll maybe put a little bit of extra oil on my scalp that day, wrap my head and sit there and right away. If you guys want to know more about either one of these topics, whether it be locks or manifestation, okay, make sure that you leave me a comment in the comment section below. Today, just because of everything that's going on, I wanted to do something that empowers Black people with our beauty, something to help us feel good about ourselves, and also with our power to manifest things, whether it be romantic love, self-love, love with your family. The world is yours. And I just wanted to come on here and not only touch on the things that are going on, because I know that a lot of people are in a lot of pain, as am I, but I wanted to give you something that would possibly make you feel good and bring you back to center and help you remember that we have so much control and we have so much power, and we just need to yield it in the right way. Another resource that I want to connect you guys with, and I will link it right up here, is my video that I did just a couple weeks ago about how to find your divine path or your life's journey. That's really important during times like these, because we always look for a leader, a single leader, like who's going to be the leader, and that's a really dangerous mindset in my opinion. When you have one leader, it's really easy to dismantle a movement. So I encourage you all to find your own life's path and find out what it is that you can do to help. Not everybody's a warrior, but not everybody's a healer, and we all have to work together for the common good. Just as we don't all have the same talents, gifts, and strengths, there's not just one way that you can impact change in the world. And that is the message that I want to leave you with. I love you guys so much. Please leave a little unicorn in the comment section below if you made it to the end of the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow all my social media accounts right down there, and I will see you in the next video.